Hope to find everybody doing well. We are doing fine. I wanted to come on here today and just share some thoughts with you guys and let you know what I will be up to here in the near future with my videos and things. This is something that I've actually had planned all along. I've actually got a playlist of some things that I did last year, but I'm greatly into medicinal and edible wild plants, and like I said, I've got a playlist that I'll actually add to this. But I had already filmed a little bit of some things that are already starting to grow that are edible as well as medicinal, and I'm going to be working on sharing more of those with you here this spring. Um, with that, I want to talk a little bit about things that's going on right now. Um, I see a lot of different things. I'm not one to get into conversations with people concerning events that go on like this because there's so many different opinions out there on things uh, concerning the virus for that matter. And I'm very cautious about getting involved in conversations because they can lead to things that just ain't good. And me doing my best to be a Christian, I think that how we respond to things like this directs a lot of feedback, good or bad. And I think that that's something that we need to be wise about, because it's not wise just to get out there and throw out whatever's coming out the top of your head. So I just really want to share with you guys a few things of my thoughts and things concerning this virus and stuff without giving you something negative to look at. I think we need to look more on the positive side of things because there's too much negativity going out. And I'm not one to really get into Facebook, and I'm not one, I do some Instagram, but Instagram is not as personal as Facebook seems to be, and I just kind of feel more comfortable that way. And there's too many avenues out there, not counting the media itself, that's bringing in all this negative stuff. And, even backbiting within the community of YouTube, I've seen things that I'm thinking, what people, we got to represent, we can't act like this is not something that people need right now. We got a platform that we can push people one way or the other way. We can lift people up or we can put them down or just cause them confusion. There's a lot of people right now who's going through a lot of pain because of losses or sicknesses that they're dealing with situations with people's businesses, their jobs, everything. There's so many avenues. We don't have time for naysayers and stuff, people for to be saying stuff, people to think, I've heard people talking about how people are saying that we've stockpiled for years now. We've been planning for this for years now. Yeah, a lot of us have, but we don't need to throw that type of thing out there. There's people that need our help. Or are you going to just forget about the elderly lady up the road who's never stockpiled for anything and just let her, whatever happens, happen? No, I think we need to really focus on other people right now. I think this is a positive thing in a lot of ways if we'll look at it that way. We can choose two ways of looking at this thing. There's a lot of things that we need to pray about and bad situations that's happened in people's lives, and it could happen in your own life. For us to be worried about that. But we also need to see something. This is something that really amazes me about this situation. We have political division in countries, and we have racist issues and different things in different countries. But right now, this whole invisible enemy that we have is affecting the entire world. This is affecting the human race, not United States, not Europe, it's the world. And therefore, as a human race, we have an opportunity to be united as a race. And that right there is amazing, guys. Can we not look at those things and see how amazing that is? I want to share a little story with you. It's actually a biblical story, but I still think it's very prevalent to what we're dealing with, because this is something that helps me to keep my focus where it needs to be, instead of on the media and instead of on other social avenues that I see that I try not to look at, to be honest with you. But we have this opportunity, guys, to bring this thing, see this thing through to the other side and see good come out of it, because there is going to be a lot of good come out of this. I know there will be. There's a story in the Bible. It's in Numbers chapter 13, and it's about Moses. Moses had told the children of Israel, my phone's ringing, I'm not going to play any to it right now, told the children of Israel he pulled out 12 of the main leaders of the 12 tribes and told them to go into the land of Canaan. I'm trying to make this quick. And to spy it out and find out what was in there, what's the people like, and all that kind of stuff, because God had told them that they were going to take the land of Canaan. And so they went in and they came back out, and there was 2 of them, Joshua and Caleb, out of the whole 12 that went in, that actually came back with good reports. Everybody else said, no, there ain't no way we can take them out. They're giants. They're too big for us, and blah, blah, blah. We're like grasshoppers in their eyes. And Joshua and Caleb said, no, God done said we could take this land, so we can take this land. And, you know, the Word of God tells us that there's no sickness, disease, germ, or virus that He cannot overcome. And I believe that with every fiber of my being. I know that He will. Psalms 91 shows us that. And that's part of what I pray over, not only my family, but my nation, other nations, my friends, everybody that I can think of to pray for, anything that leads me to that. And they knew that they could take this land, and we can take this thing. We can overcome this thing. We can get to the other side of this thing. And yes, there's going to be casualties along the way, but we need to do everything we can to help those casualties and bring forth what needs to be brought forth in those people's lives to help restore. There's people losing jobs. There's people losing business. All these things. Look, that's where we need to be focused as a human race. We need to be focused on people. 1 Corinthians 13 tells us you can have all these things. You can have the gifts of this, the gifts of that, all these different things the Word says, and putting it in our natural forms. We can have stockpiles of stuff put in our basement. We can have all kinds of riches and great things to where we can go out and buy whatever we wanted to and have it shipped or planted in our lap or whatever. But if we have not love, we have nothing. And that's what we have to have. If we're going to overcome this invisible enemy as a human race and do as our leaders have shown us to do, and be disciplined in that, and, you know, our empty words, they ain't accomplishing anything, people. They're not making us look any better. They're actually making us look worse. So I just encourage you to focus on other people. Focus on how you can do something for somebody else. I hope this comes across right. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I am praying the best for everybody out there. And I ask you to do the same for me, please. And don't be fearful. Don't be fearful. We are overcoming this thing. Anyway, God bless you guys. May your joy be full. Now, as for ever remember when, I'll say this. Remember the movie Bambi, the old school movie? The one thing that Little Thumper said that has stuck with me and my children and for generations to come: if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all.